Hi, this is Batman #1. I brought this up in a video I made 2 weeks ago-ish about the lack of finality in comics, or at least in mainstream comics, DC and Marvel, and the anti-generative nature of them. I referenced this because this is DC's attempt in their new DC All-In rebranding to bring new readers and revitalize the Batman title among some other ones. People were kind of touting this up as a great start, and I'm not impressed. It's written by Matt Fraction, who was known for probably most, famously in comic spheres for his Hawkeye run in the 2010s during the Marvel Now initiative, and Jorge Jimenez, who is an artist I really like from when he was doing Superman Rebirth for a little while, as well as Super Sons. My biggest issues with this is that I don't think Matt Fraction understands some of Batman as like a character on like a bigger scale, and that this story just feels really fast. I spent $5 on this, and this was maybe a 5-minute read. It's a one-off contained story. Killer Croc is mutating and he's becoming more like a child, and Batman doesn't trust that. He says that his thing here is that people don't really change, and I don't think I agree with this as like an interpretation of Batman. I think Batman is a character, at least probably more recently, that has a redemptive quality or makes for the means for redemption. That's why he doesn't kill the Joker. That's why he doesn't, kill every single person he has. I suppose that's never the actual reason behind it in the comics. It's usually Batman being at his core not a good person and showing no self-control and just wanting to kill like his villains if he allowed that to happen. And that's a different question. That's really a discussion again about syndication and the inability to really change or alter stakes. Batman can't kill his villains because we need them again for another story, but Batman also cannot see that his villains are redeemed and reformed because otherwise they will no longer be villains and get to stick around and be villains and marketable, which is a cynical view. But again, I don't really like the idea that Batman believes that people don't really change, because I think that makes his mission in vain, ultimately, like really in vain. So that's just a side tangent. If somebody wants to talk to me about Batman, please go for it. So he does that. This all is a very fast conversation. It looks like kind of a lot of text, but it's quite easy or like breeze to read. And we have like pretty large page spreads. They're pretty, but this is a lot of real estate that's not really being used. He saves some ladies from some weird gang in the park. It's fine. I don't know. And then he goes and confronts Killer Croc, who is in fact a child. And there's this, I guess, decent moment between Croc and Bruce / Batman, who has taken off his cowl to show that he is also kind of changed, or that he's vulnerable. And it's fine. I don't know. I think some of the paneling doesn't allow for, a proper exploration of this. I think that, again, this scene is very rushed. It's all done in... Nope, it's all done in one panel. Or one page, basically. And I have a lot of problems with that. Page and a half, I guess, technically. And then it's over. Like, it ends here. And then we're like, oh, look, Robin called Batman, and we're going to get another story. And, that's it. I guess the new Robin costume's cool. Tim Drake's back, so that's interesting. I was going to pick up the other issue, because issue 2 is out, but I wasn't going to spend $6 on a variant cover. Joker's going to come back. Oh, and here's the variant covers. This is what allows for greater sales of these books, I think, is just the collectability of these things, and that's frustrating. And then there's a preview for another book I thought about picking up to talk about, but we're not going to talk about that. There's nothing enchanting about this story. If this is an attempt to recapture readers and recapture individuals into starting to read, I don't think there's anything here. And I think that's part of the trouble of these long-form syndication, is that the enchantment and that which was special about these characters is slowly oversaturated or eroded or lost. And I'm not impressed. I don't think I'll be picking up anything after this, but I felt that it was worth picking up only just so that I could, have some sort of view on this story since I had brought it up previously. So read something else. I don't know what. Read something else. Don't read comics. I don't know. There's nothing offensively bad about this, but there's nothing particularly good about this either. It's quite nothing, and I think that's probably the worst thing a story can be, actually.